When we went to the lake and just meditated, and, it snowed. Yeah, it was really pretty.
It was snowing and like there was this like awesome, beautiful lake scene type of thing. It was pretty cool, and yeah, you know, it was just really beautiful. The forest landscape was beautiful, and you know, just taking the time to, you know, really see what God has created. You know, not just us, but you know, starting from the forest and all the snow and the lake and everything. It was just really captivating.
My favorite moment was when we were sitting out in the snow because like it was really pretty and beautiful.
It was walking to the lake. I was walking. I was just thinking how like 1 minute the forest was completely brown, green. It was a forest, but then like you sleep and then you wake up and it's just white everywhere. And I just kind of related that with sin, how sometimes like we're dirty, we're really dirty and we're unclean, but God can always cleanse us and He'll always cover up our sins no matter what. I don't know, it was really nice.
And we had a lot of alone time, like with God, actually not even like doing QT with other people, but we went out into nature when it was like snowing. and it was literally like snowstorm, but whatever, anyways. And it was really fascinating to see what God has created and what God is like speaking to me, and like all these like beautiful stuff. And yeah, I liked having like that chill, like alone time with God.
I guess just more in time. It was more, I don't know, just to get away and have more time with God. I think just having that time of prayer mostly, where we're not distracted when we're at our homes.
Favorite moment when was QT, when we were at the snow place and we were just enjoying like what God has given us.
I liked it QT, like early in the morning with Daniel, Chingun, Hangyeol. We woke up early in the morning and then like we just like did QTs. It was like fun.
My favorite part was having QT time and like group time and sharing time with just the youth girls instead of having a counselor there. It was more intimate and we talked more. We like focused on, was it songs, and we read I think 10 chapters, and then we went over it and then everyone shared a little about their lives and how the verse like related to their lives.
The thing I remember the most is the worship at night. Even though it wasn't like one of those retreats that you jump up and down in the chapel, but like it was in a room, and like people pulled the couch back and we started jumping up and down and singing.
When we all sang together, and well, like none of us really knew the lyrics to the songs that like Joe was singing, but still like we I guess that's like when I like realized what the words were meaning.
When we were praising, like even though we didn't like know the lyrics or anything, like like I kind of felt like God was there, just like watching us. I felt like glad, I guess, because like I like usually feel awkward when like people watch me, and yeah. But then this was like a good feeling, how like He was watching me. It was like something like I was like happy about.
Praying, and you know, we just gather and everybody just pray for each other, and we just make s'mores towards the end afterwards.
I really like the intercession where we would just go through the 10 steps that Pastor Esther taught us and then just pray and wait for God to answer us. And it was like a new way to recognize God's voice. It was just different and really interesting.
I really liked how Pastor Esther taught us the 10 principles of intercession. As we practiced it more, I understood what she was saying. I understood what God was saying, and I think I had a general idea of how to recognize his voice.
We played like games. Like there was like one game when we had to like sit down and then like who like went to a Bible verse the quickest, and like I won once.
I liked how we made our own food. Why are you laughing?
We made too much, you know that, right?
Cut it?
Oh my gosh, we did so much.
We had a lot of trouble.
It was definitely, I actually got to cook with Joe. That was a great time, even though we didn't get a lot to eat, but that's what I had to sacrifice for, making food. That was pretty fun.
We played games and we worshiped together, prayed for each other, and like we really bonded as our host.
My favorite thing about the retreat was when, like, how I got so close to like the senior like 언니들, and how through that I could feel like unity in the church and like getting closer to God like as a family. I liked the part when we were like at night like just eating like ramyeon and like singing songs, and like Nathan was like playing the guitar and stuff. Yeah, that was fun.
There are people that you become really close with. Like my group, I got two unnies and we got really close. Like I hadn't talked to them before, now I have, and it was good to relax. It was really chill, but really fun too.
Just really spending just time away from, like technology and stuff. But really spending time with the guys. All my sophomore guys came, and really just having like not just one-on-one, but as a group, spending time with them, and really spending time with you, Jesse, and just everybody else. It was a nice fellowship.
Well, my favorite thing was like Joyce said, we had really like a bonding time with the girls, like mostly freshman girls, and we were divided into small groups, and we had like 5 people, and we were in the same group. Right? And yeah, and then we went really in depth with whatever we were saying, and I was surprised that actually the freshman girls were really open, and we were very open to each other, so we were able to go in depth.
I was holding on to something for a long time, and he told me to let it go and step out on faith. He told me what I really needed to hear, that he forgave me once again.
There was more like everyday life sort of, but with church people, so it was easier to like when I got home like to do QT by myself and like accountability partner.
It just got me back on track because I hadn't been doing QT or anything, and then just going there and reading the Bible just made me go back on track, like got me going again. Well, it gave me a way to like pray, like if I feel like there's nothing to pray for, then it's one way that I can pray and learn something that I can pray for every day.
It made me realize that I can't do it on my own. Like I can't do anything on my own, and like if I do it on my own, like nothing can be like possible. But with God, it is possible.
Just showing me His control over everything. Like we were talking about this one time where how every snowflake is different, and unique, and how God has to craft each and every one, and there's no identical snowflake. And out of all those, He takes the time to make each one, and like that really shows His I guess His patience and everything, and just the beauty in His creations. I guess that's what I really saw through the lake.
It definitely made me start wanting to talk to God more and build a better relationship with Him, and I made a better relationship with my brothers.
I mean, like I guess like thinking wise kind of changed too. I guess like I was more like, whatever. Like, what is it? Apathy? Apathetic, I guess. About like anything, like life. Cause I'm like senior now. I'm not doing anything, you know. Like I don't even have a lot of homework. I mean, once in a while, like I'll get homework, and sometimes like I'll get a lot of homework. But most of the time, like I don't have anything to do. And but then like it kind of shifted on like maybe I should be spending that time with God, or like building my relationship with Him, you know.
I talk to my friends more. Like usually, like I don't really like ask them like, "Oh, are you Christian?" or anything. But then like after like the drive retreat, I felt like convicted to like share the gospel. I asked one of my friends, and like he was like really curious, and like I like told him how like Jesus saved him, and like God sent Jesus, like His only Son, died for him, like helped him regain his faith with Christ.
I guess it changed more of my perspective on prayer, and I guess just prayer life in general. Just reading through Psalms, I think, every morning. Well, we generally just as a small group, a couple of guys, we just read Psalms just non-stop, you know, where on a given time, you know. You could just see like, I guess, characteristics of God, but also how King David prayed. It was like very honest prayer. You know, sometimes you wonder, is that how you pray? You know, sometimes it feels like he's just complaining, but you know, it always goes towards God.